Alright guys, hear me out. I know what you're gonna say. Mario Kart, you did just for 2 whole months and then reappear and don't make a video shitting on Blox Fruits? How could you? I trusted you. I understand, but I swear you're gonna like this video, and if you don't, there's still plenty of video shitting on Blox Fruits to come. Anyways, FNAF. FNAF is pretty popular. It was a staple in mine and many other lives. But I hadn't really thought that one of my favorite FNAF games was gonna come from Roblox. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce Forgotten Memories, released by Cubics Games in 2022. In Forgotten Memories, you and 3 friends are stuck in an abandoned Chuck E. Cheese's pizzeria, and your goal is to survive till 6 AM, avoiding being mercilessly mangled by 4 mechanical monstrosities. I'm not fast enough! This game has 6 main nights, with an additional nightmare mode if you're feeling extra psychotic. Other than dodging the animatronics, you also have to maintain your oxygen and power. These will occasionally break, causing you to roam out of the office. Once again, greedy company overlords are being a pain in the rear end. At least they gave you a map to tell you whenever one of their $AmmoWish.com generators fail. Night 1 is pretty chill. Nothing really happens, and it's just there to look around the map and discover all the different rooms and gameplay elements. During this night, there's only 2 enemies. Freddy the Fazbear and the Marionette. Freddy is pretty easy to avoid. He mainly roams around the arcade, party room, and main entrance, and the halls around your office. Just hide in a locker or walk in these locations, since he can hear you running. If he does spot you, then your view is going to briefly switch into cinematic chase cam. The Marionette is even easier to get rid of. The Marionette is located behind the curtains inside the main office. Instead of repeatedly winding up a music box like in the mainstream FNAF games, you have to repeatedly close the curtains on him so he doesn't get out. Kinda like blocking that one annoying friend that keeps texting you at inconvenient times. You know who you are. If the Marionette does get out of his box, he will randomly select a player to kill. That player will then hear a music chime until they're eventually jump scared. This can be avoided if the player looks at the face that's somewhere around them. Night 2 steps up the difficulty by adding a new challenger, Bonnie. Bonnie always spawns near the loading docks, eventually roaming to the cargo bay, east hallway, and sometimes the electrical room. Beating Bonnie is the same as beating Freddy. Hide in lockers if you're out of the office, and if you're in the office, just... Night 3 adds the titular fox, Foxy. Occasionally, he leaves Pirate's Cove and roams the dining room, all the way to your office. While he might seem like the hardest to deal with because of his cheat-on ecstasy running speed, you can slow him down so much just by flashing him with any light source. This could be your flashlight, a lantern, or a lighter. Foxy will eventually return to Pirate's Cove on his own. Finally, Night 4 adds Chica to your roster of death machines. Chica roams around the generator halls, preventing the player from fixing the generators, which are pretty much always going to go out. Luckily, Chica has the vision of a blind mole rat, meaning you can practically stand right behind her and she won't see you. This makes it clinically easy to sneak by her and get to the generators. On top of all these animatronics, you can up the difficulty. After normal mode, you have hard mode, which ups the animatronics difficulty and speed, but has a reward, which gives you a 1.5 times multiplier on what you'd usually get at the end of a night. After hard mode, you have nightmare mode, which makes things even more difficult with the reward of a 2 times multiplier. Forgotten Memories is not a game to be forgotten. It's a load of fun to play with friends. Well, that's all I have for you right now. See you in 2030, where I eventually release another video. Bye bye!